guys rolling?
Yep, we're good.
Cool. What fish do you like, Miles?
I'm going with that dude.
Welcome to part 1 of the Fishbowl with Miles Teller. He is a Hollywood actor. He's the first one we had on the show, but he rolled up with no entourage, and he's a Philly fan, so he's good with me. Oh God, here, I'll grab him. We're going to cast the movie of the 2017 Eagles, which is not out in theaters yet, maybe real soon. World-renowned actor, and
Thank you.
obviously, to me, you are, and then obviously, tall actor, which is rare, right? I mean, a lot of these guys are shorter. We didn't even have to put a pillow under your. I mean, you were looking me eye to eye when you walked in. Another thing is you're down to earth. I mean, like you're one of the most down to earth guys in Hollywood. You rolled up, no entourage, no publicist.
No.
You just roll up and do it.
That's just how I do it. Yeah. I don't. Also, I can't afford them.
You can't afford them.
I mean, yeah. Everyone wants. You gotta wet the bill a little bit. Maybe I'm just cheap.
You're
so
skimping.
I don't have an entourage.
You're skimping. You got the mindset when you were. I read you used to take the Chinatown bus from New York to Philly and back forth.
Yeah.
Was that a weird experience?
Well, the first, I think, so my dad's from Wilkes-Barre. My grandma, who's about to turn 90, still lives in Wilkes-Barre.
Right.
So a lot of my cousins went to State, went to Drexel. So I had a cousin about my age. I used to take the Funghua bus from Chinatown, $20. Might have been like $20 round trip.
So you got your Philly shirt on, which was perfect apparel. Who's on that shirt, by the way?
So this is Greg Jeffries. We got Dalton, and then we got, who's this? Dykstra.
Were they good?
Dykstra.
Were they good in '95? That's the only guy I've heard of. Were they good in
Darren
'95?
Dahl's my favorite player all time.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I wore number 10 in pretty much every sport I played.
Do you know him? Have you ever met him?
No, I never got to meet him, and then he passed away. But
that was going to be my first question. That '93 team, it's always safer to ask if somebody's still alive.
That's fine. If you look him up, Bugsy's dead too, by the way.
Damn.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Jesus. What a downer.
Nah, she's very much alive.
Okay.
But no, Dalton, that whole '93 team, like you talk to guys, like Piazza, how he kind of had, the long hair. That '93 team, they just all had kind of borderline mullets and beards, and they're just this gritty.
Mustache?
Definition of Philadelphia.
Which, by the way, I was disappointed you rolled up with no mustache. I'd seen an interview with you recently because you were doing the Top Gun stuff and you had that stash.
Yeah.
You've worn it from time to time. Is that a big part of your arsenal?
I guess it's as far as facial hair goes. That is my only arsenal. Yeah, because I can't really grow a beard now, which pisses me off. Not for like masculinity purposes or anything like that, but just because there's certain characters where I'm like, they would have a beard.
That guy would have a beard.
But yeah.
Yeah, we were toying around with the concept, and I think it should happen. I think there should be a movie about the 2017 Eagles. I think it was the most.
Sure.
I mean, like, I'm biased, and I was new on the scene, but that magic we were able to capture.
Have you been going around town? You've been pitching that?
Yeah, I haven't pitched it yet. I mean, like, we've only been here 2 days. I think I have some.
Just make sure you're wearing the ring. When you walk in.
Fuck, we forgot the ring.
That's a big.
I do have a meeting.
I'm actually kind of pissed you didn't bring the ring.
Well, I fucked up there. I keep it in a safe.
I would have loved to see that.
I'm the guy that everybody would
selfish
beat up and take the ring because I've lost like 15 pounds. I look pretty normal. They'd be like, "Who's this fucking guy with a ring? Like, who's this dad with a ring?" I'm just gonna knock him out real quick and take the ring.
I think in LA you're safe.
Am I safe here?
Yeah.
Depending on where I am.
Yeah.
But I'm pitching it to Michael Bay tomorrow. Actually, like, what time is that meeting? 1 o'clock. Okay,
cool.
So I feel pretty good about
nice,
it.
Dude.
So I want to cast the roles for this movie that's obviously happening. And I guess we would start at the top. Keep in mind that Bradley Cooper's going to win a role, and maybe maybe if the money's right, we can. So we start with Doug Peterson. Who's going to play Doug Peterson?
Give me John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Yeah.
I like Kevin Costner. Carson Wentz. Speaking of people who undoubtedly do not smoke marijuana, Carson Wentz. Who's going to play Carson Wentz?
We'll give that to Bradley. We'll just age him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
it's the hair. It's the.
It's the hair.
It's the. Yeah.
And he did great in Silver Linings.
Were you gonna say Evans?
No, I was gonna say Krasinski, the Office guy.
Oh, Krasinski.
Yeah. And give him a little like North Dakota twang, and I don't know if he could pull it off, but. I mean, it'd be his rawest role. How about Nick Foles?
Foles, it's got to be Chris Hemsworth because
Hemsworth is
well, because Foles has the hammer.
I was going to say John Hamm. Because the rumor is John Hamm as the hammer. So it's funny your head went there and my head went there too.
Absolutely.
Totally different.
I almost just said Thor straight up.
Just Thor.
Yeah.
Just straight. Good for him. BG. And BG is going to be mad when he hears who I have, but who you got for
Well, let's start with you so you soften him up.
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
I don't know. You don't have to think about anybody for BG if it doesn't come to you. I mean, KELCE.
KELCE. We'll go Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
Because also, if
let's
we're
make
playing
sure
this
Hacksaw's
thing,
alive.
if we're playing this thing, like they don't have to be alive either.
Okay, so is he dead?
I don't know.
If you wrestled in the 90s or the 80s,
I mean, you're probably
like the mortality rate is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Not to be too morbid, I have Pam's fiance from The Office.
You're a huge Office guy.
It just happened twice. I do love The Office.
Big Office guy.
What about me, bud?
You're playing you.
Am I playing me?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't have the
Obviously,
chops.
you've went Hollywood.
I've gone so fucking Hollywood.
Yeah, you're in the entertainment business now.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm an up-and-coming personality in the scene. I'd like to flatter myself and say I get Michael Fassbender a lot.
That's a strong choice.
Strong choice.
That's a strong choice.
When me and Marshawn Lynch were hanging out at the Super Bowl, he was like, he kept calling me, who the fuck's the guy on Maroon 5? What's his name?
Adam Levine.
He's like, bro, you look like Adam Levine. I'm like, bro, are you saying that all white people look alike essentially? Because I look nothing like Adam Levine. And I convinced him of the Michael Fassbender thing, and his mind was blown.
Booyah! I'm Jim Cramer. Hi, Chris. Hi, Miles. I've been thinking about the Super Bowl ever since it happened. Of course, I was there. Here's my take. When I saw us win, I knew that I went from being a disgruntled loser as a person to being a big winner. And I've been a big winner ever since it was that important. Brandon Graham, thank you so much. That strip sack was the best thing that ever happened in my life. I hear you guys are doing a movie. I've got some casting ideas. Doug Peterson is obviously Liam Neeson. It's from Taken, right? I mean, isn't that what he did? He has a particular set of skills. It's a nightmare for the Patriots. Carson, I don't know. We got to go with the red thing. So it's I don't know. Damian Lewis. And then Foles, Ryan Gosling, easy enough. Sorry, Chris, you're Tatum Tanning. I know, kind of a heartthrob. And then The Rock for Jenkins, right? I mean, we're crazy not to make him Jenkins. Booyah.
But you know what's funny is, I mean, yeah, like so they would always ask me when I first, like in college, and then when I first started acting, they're like, who is getting your roles right now?
Right.
So that's what they're always putting you up against.
And who was getting your roles?
I don't know, man. I think when I was in college, I looked at it. I was like, the stuff that Shia was doing. I was like, I kind of felt like that would be my path.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll do some type of indie. Like I had just seen him in Guide to Recognize Your Saints. Thought he was really great in that. I was like, and then I'll get my Transformers.
Right.
And then I'll be set, and then I can kind of do
this
whatever.
Is how it's gonna go. Bam, bam,
and
bam.
It's so interesting.
I have a plan.
You have your first couple years hopefully planned out, but it just it doesn't happen.
So you're a big sports fan. You know, you got the Philly background by way of the manatee capital of the world is where you lived in Florida. What's the name of that town?
We refer to by county. I don't know how you guys do it in
county,
Virginia, but it's
we have a big city called Charlottesville, which is 50,000 people, major
huge
metropolitan area.
Yeah, I guess that would be like Ocala for us. We used to drive up there in high school just because they had like a mall and a Hooters.
The horse country. Right?
Yeah, it is thoroughbred capital of the world.
So you move here. What's LA sports fandom like? I mean, you're from the most gritty area.
But with that being said, I inherited the Lakers from my dad. But it's not like I just invented it. And also the Lakers, up until we got Shaq, in between Magic and Shaq, it was Eddie Jones, it was Nick Van Exel.
So tough.
They were not very good.
I'm sorry for all your hardship. You go on this whole tangent about fucking West Coast teams, and you've got a grandfather.
But I grew up with that. That wasn't something that I chose.
Okay.
There's 1989 Christmas videos. My dad, is wearing Magic Johnson.
Oh, we
shirt.
need those videos.
Hold me,
We need those videos.
Yeah, we'll splice them in here.
So how do you deal with that?
You have a VHS converter, right?
I do. Cool. I still have a VHS. Well, my best VHS was big in the late '90s for me because of Skinamax. We used to record, you know how like there'd be a lot of talking and plot line?
Yeah, bullshit.
So we used to have a highlight tape.
We'd
plug in the VHS and hit record and then stop. and then wait for the next scene, record, and then stop. So I don't think I have those videos anymore.
I didn't get Cinemax, so we used to just watch, like, we used to just go to whatever channel, Cinemax, and it was all staticky, and every once in a while you'd hear like, oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God, dude. So you go to Hooters, you go to probably Hooters sub.
Yeah, you're going to cut, yeah.
And then a lot of
I promise you I'm not a perv.
No, neither am I.
This was me at like 14.
No, neither am I.
Like, standard boy stuff, dude.
Standard. And like, listen, nowadays kids are so fucking desensitized. They need like, you know, they're gonna need like virtual reality soon. You know, I mean, like,
dude.
Back in the day, if you had a you know a Playboy, it was like that's all you need.
Not even, man. Like Victoria's Secret.
It could be a sharper image, and you're gonna find something. You're gonna find something in sharper image. Nowadays, you know, these kids are spoiled. So that, I mean, but I digress. Thanks for watching part 1 of the Fishbowl with Miles Teller. We are going to talk about how he picks his roles in part 2.